because I'm gonna leave him home. Bye, Turbo. Daddy has a big workout. Good morning, mister.
Welcome to the taper. 12 days to go.
Hi, the taper.
Yeah. It's actually a big couple of weeks for Reem and I, who's behind the camera, because we're getting married on Sunday. So a whole lot of family and friends are coming in starting tonight. Ben's arriving tonight. Some people might think it's crazy that we're having our wedding the weekend before Chicago Marathon, but Reem and I don't drink. So there's no recovery really needed from the wedding, we don't think. So yeah, but yeah, they basically taper begins, although I think anyone that's been following me for a while would know that I don't taper too aggressively. I just don't think it suits me, but it definitely suits others. But yeah, this is a good segue from the last video, which was all about marathon specific workouts, because this workout today is the fourth type of marathon specific workout I mentioned last week, the goal marathon pace workout. So this is actually one of my favorites. I do this before basically every single marathon. I think I've done it before every marathon I've done in the last 5 years. So 2x10k at goal marathon pace with 1k float recovery, and it ends up being right around the pace that you're going to run for the marathon for about 21k. My goal marathon pace is a hard one to work out because a lot of training indicators based on just data would say that my shape is probably better than 219. So I think, and based on threshold workouts and sessions I've done lately, I think my goal marathon pace is about 3:15, 3:14 per k, which is a 2:16, 2:17 marathon, 2:17. But I think in Chicago, it really depends on what the weather forecast is going to be. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to try and run under 2:20 and go out in 69.5 because I've got a couple of marathons. After that, Indianapolis and CIM, where I could hopefully go faster. But I just want to try and get that first one on the board. And because I still haven't solved the cramping problem, and I haven't gotten to the end of a race without cramping, at least races that have gone all out, I just want to get that done in Chicago. So I'm not going to go out too aggressively. I'll save that for later. So back to the point of today, it's a tricky one because my goal marathon pace is at 3:15 or is it 3:19? I'm going to go with about 3:15 today, even though in the race I'll probably go slightly slower. But hey, probably a good idea to be going slightly faster if anything. And we also have a little bit of a tailwind here today. We're going straight down the lakefront. It's not a direct tail, but it's sort of side-on tail. So 3:15s will probably be more like 3:17s, 3:18s anyway. And yeah, practicing all things. I've had race day breakfast, bowl of rice 2 hours ago, Monster Energy drink, but I'm going to be practicing with 2 of the gels today, 90 grams of carbs in the hour, plus drink. We've got a drink mix as well with just sugar and a bit of electrolyte, so I'll have some of that. So it'll be about 110, 120 grams of carbs in the roughly 70 minutes it'll take to do the 21k. And yeah, looking forward to this. This is a hard one. It's probably the last workout that I would say is 90% effort or more. This should be 90% effort. It shouldn't be more than 90% effort. And I think it's important to understand too in these workouts, these marathon specific workouts, is you really shouldn't be at the very end in the last few kilometers or the last mile feeling like you're all out. You should be at the last 2k or last mile. And if someone said to you, could you do another 5k? You should think it would be hard, but yes, I can do it without a doubt. I'm not going to start slowing in that last 5k. So that's where we want to be at. Anything faster than that means that you've probably gone slightly too hard in this workout. And yeah, we're going to get started in a minute. A couple more stretches, and then we'll get going straight into 3:15, 3:16 per k. I think will be the sweet spot for me. Although, you know, I've never been able to put this into words very well to people that I coach, mostly because we're typing, you know, over messages. But when you go into workouts, it's good to have a pace in mind in workouts like this, but it's also good to just have an open mind. And in the last half of this, I have no idea if this is going to happen or not, but it did happen in the 30k progression run that we showed last time. If I just feel really comfortable at 3:15, 3:16, which I'm not sure if I will today, mostly because I'm carrying a lot of fatigue. I've just finished 6 weeks in a row of over 100 miles a week on average, 2 days after that. But if it does feel very comfortable at the end, and this is more of an instruction for people watching, if you just feel like it's really comfortable in the last 5k, pick it up a little bit at the end. As long as you're not going over 90% effort, you don't feel like your breathing's out of control, and you can still sort of hold a brief conversation, there is such a thing as just don't worry about the pace too much anymore, have an open mind and roll out. So if at the end we do feel really good, I might go down to 3:08, 3:10, as long as it doesn't feel like I'm pushing over marathon effort. If I don't feel like that, I won't do it. If I start feeling like it's really hard, I'll pull back and go 3:19, 3:20. I think it's always good to have a fixed goal in mind with the pace, but you don't have to stick absolutely 100% religiously to that pace. Have an open mind, and like I said, I'm just envisioning that last 5K, the second 10K today, if it's just 3:15, 3:16, 5:15 mile pace, if it just feels really comfortable, and I feel like, yeah, I can pick it up and I'm not going to blow over my LT2 threshold, then pick it up, it's fun. But to be honest, I doubt I'll be feeling that today, just because I know that I'm carrying a lot of fatigue. All right, we're gonna get started in 5 minutes and check in with you afterwards. Good. Okay. I guess one thing I haven't touched on too much is the race day warm-up. This is a little bit individual, much like most things with running. But you know, get asked this a lot through people that I coach and through other people. 5 to 10 minute jog, and so the reason why I'm talking about this today is because this is a complete simulation. Everything should be the same as race day, except the shoes. I've talked about that last episode, that I'm only wearing different shoes today to save the other shoes, and I know the Alphafly ones have never given me any issues, and I've already worn them in the half marathon 4 weeks ago. But race day warm up, 5 to 10 minute jog. Doesn't really matter how fast, as long as you're moving your legs and you're moving your body. Some dynamic stretches, that means leg swinging, really trying to make sure you're loosening up your hamstrings and your quads and your calves. I've already done these already, just giving you demos. So it's that dynamic, meaning moving through the exercise and not holding it for too long. And that's it. And I think it's important to think through the fact that if you're in a corral that's very busy, corral B, C, D, E, you might want to try and do your warm-up very early. Sometimes we have athletes that complain afterwards about the fact that they weren't able to do their warm-up very well, because when they get to the corral, they need to go straight in the corral and they can't move in the corral. So it's important to think that through and maybe do your warm-up a little bit early. Thankfully for me at Chicago, speaking selfishly for a minute, I'm in the American development field, so we have a tent to warm up in an area, so I don't have to worry too much about that, but it's something that I have to think about sometimes if I'm not in those elite fields or sub-elite fields. Cool. Lastly, sponsor plug. Ketone IQ, I'll be taking the Ketone IQ shot during the workout today, probably somewhere towards the end of the first 10K, and I'm going to take a shot of this just now beforehand to get started. Big fan of Ketone IQ, they've been supporting the channel and myself for a while now, and yeah, I get a brain energy boost and a physical energy boost as well from taking ketones. Take one every morning. I spoke about the peach flavor on the last episode that I have every morning when I get up, that has 100 milligrams of caffeine, which I really like. That flavor is great. This flavor, I've already had one of them this morning. This flavor is not as good, but this is just the pure ketone shot. And I've already had so much caffeine this morning that I'm not gonna have another one. I've had a Monster Energy drink and the ketone shot. But yeah, this beforehand and then this during. And yeah, already spoken about the fueling. So we're gonna get started in a minute. A little bit nervous for this one, but I just know that after this workout, everything's basically, yeah, the block's basically finished in a way. There's not that much more to do, yeah. All right, let's get started. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. A bit fast. Definitely need to do something with an open mind. 306, 306. Almost at the end of the first 10K. Surprised myself a bit. I'm very close to my 10K PR actually. It feels like slower than what it is, which is a good thing. And 30:54.
Is right now.
7 out of 10? Perfect. Yeah. That's really surprising, to be honest. There's not really any wind. I'm running this at very much effort. Even though I had 3:15 in mind, I was sort of running thinking it was 3:15. Meters. Yep. That's 4 miles. I'm on about 5 minute mile pace. Okay to go.
2K.
Yeah. Yeah, 600 meters.
Yeah.
Could I do another 5K? Yeah, but it'd be hard. But I could. That's where you want to be.
You can get it done.
Yeah.
How hard are you pushing, would you say?
8.5, 85%. Like I said, I think 5K more would be fine. 10K will be hard. Maybe, but be a squeeze. Quarter mile. Beautiful. Woo! Oh, 105.35 for 21K. I should run 100 meters more. Wow. That surprised me. Jeez. I spent the whole intro talking about the goal pace. I'm running to exactly the goal pace. Well, I didn't say that, but I said. And then I didn't even run anywhere near the goal pace. But you know, it felt good. Like, I really felt comfortable. Big surprise.
Your asthma held up?
Yeah, I'm on all the medications the doctor gave me. So I don't think I was helped much by the wind.
No, I don't.
I was looking at the flags going by and it didn't really look like they were moving. Maybe a second, I'll work out. If I'd known I was on for a half marathon, unofficial PB, I would have kept running, but I didn't even really think about it. But I guess it would have been 105, 50, something like 106. Wow. 3:07 for the whole thing, including the recovery K. Well, I'm not really quite sure what to think of that because that's like 2:11, 2:12 marathon pace. Yeah. I know I can't do that. 2:15, 2:16, like, to be honest, I believed that I can do that for like 2 years. 2:16 especially. But I just haven't been able to finish without cramping. So anyway, we'll take a quick sit down, jog 2K, and then get ready for this wedding.
Yeah.